This year, the holiday shopping struggle has been real. More tech products have either been sold out or have longer wait times than usual. But after several failed attempts to place an order, I finally got one of the hot ticket items on my list. A Nintendo Switch. So what helped me get it? Inventory tracking apps. Inventory tracking apps send users alerts across a wide range of retailers. So think Amazon, Walmart, Target, for example. On top of typical holiday shortages that we see this time of year due to increased demand, this year we're dealing with an ongoing computer chip crisis, which hurt inventory levels last holiday season and it's bleeding into this one. That's a big reason why a lot of these products have either been sold out or out of stock for months now. In fact, Adobe Analytics data says that shoppers saw more than 2 billion out-of-stock messages this holiday season. And that's a 325% rise over pre-pandemic levels. And it probably won't get better for months now, or maybe even longer.
I can't sit there and manually refresh everything. It's just impossible. So you use the tools at hand, and that's what people do.
That's Justin Vavrick, and he created NowInStock.net, one of many websites that send inventory tracking alerts. He says there are two main ways for tracker sites to know when an item is in stock. One is to partner with a retailer to tap into its website code, also known as its application programming interface or API.
API is basically like you're making a request to a database and you receive an answer. You say, I want the information about this product, and it returns you a predetermined set of values, and you can use those values to determine whether an item's in stock.
And like Justin's site, other platforms use similar methods to find in-demand products. Another way sites find in-stock items is with a scraper tool, which periodically checks a retailer's website for subtle changes. Those can be tweaks in its URL or other not so obvious changes to online shoppers. Scrapers can also pick up if a website banner changes from out of stock to in stock, or from out of stock to add to cart. Then, algorithms can let users know what's available. The content director at Brickseek, another stock monitoring platform, told me that the company monitors inventory nationally and checks product codes locally to help people find the items that they're after.
Even if it's not something that we're necessarily notified of proactively, our system in the background is constantly 24/7 checking and rechecking across the nation, all of those different products in our product catalog, constantly updating the information about what those price points are.
So after hearing about all these apps and websites, I realized I needed to create accounts. So I made an account with HotStock and Zoolert, trying to place an order for a PS5, which I'm still actually trying to get, and a Nintendo Switch. While initially I was getting alerts for both of them quite often, I've only been able to get the Nintendo Switch. Pretty quickly into the process, I realized that the biggest limitation was actually me. I just couldn't pull the trigger fast enough to place the order. Experts tell me that that's largely because I'm competing against automated buying bots, which scoop in and buy up all the merchandise faster than humans can. And they resell the merchandise on websites like Amazon and eBay, but for more money.
The problem lies in the fact that they're so quick that when there's enough of them running, they can basically snap up all the inventory.
With that problem in mind, I started reaching out to people online who got the items that I was after, but by using inventory tracking apps and websites. That's how I found Maurice, who used HotStock to find a PS5.
As soon as the link came up on my HotStock app, I clicked on it. It took me to, the Walmart app, and then it automatically loaded up the PS5.
Actually, something similar happened to me. It took several failed attempts before I was able to add a Nintendo Switch to my cart. I just couldn't add it fast enough. It happened early one morning. I got a random notification from HotStock saying go to GameStop's website and that the Nintendo Switch was in stock. So I went to the website, was able to add it to cart, and check out without a problem. A week later, the box arrived on my doorstep. Here are some tips on how to get inventory tracking apps to work better for you. Number 1, if you're using one of these, turn on your alerts, including the notifications on your smartphone. 2, turn on your sound overnight. If your phone's on vibrate when retailers are updating their stock at midnight or later, you won't hear those alerts. HotStock, for example, can send a push notification to your web browser, while NowInStock.net might send you a push notification on your smartphone or a text message. 3, be open to using multiple devices. Sometimes your smartphone might get a notification and show it to you faster than your laptop, for instance. And maybe your laptop gets that notification faster than your desktop computer. It all depends. Oh, and if your phone is on low power mode, turn that off. Sometimes that slows down how quickly your notifications might pop up on your smartphone, and if it's paired with your Apple Watch, it might slow down how quickly you see that notification on your watch. 4, create accounts with all the major retailers selling the item that you're after, or that would be selling it if it wasn't sold out. The checkout process runs a lot smoother if the retailer already has your credit card information, your name, and phone number. So make sure you enter all of that information in the app before you even start. And lastly, be diligent. It's gonna take a couple tries before you get the item that you want. Unless you're really lucky, or unless you hire someone to create some bots for you. If you guys are on this mission or have gotten the items that you're after using inventory tracking apps, comment below and let me know. Also, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest tech gadgets and the industry that's powering them. Until next time.